Hello guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Ruth and your host for this channel. Today in this video I have a guest here. That is my roommate. She's going to mention her name, then we start the video. So please mention your name.
Okay, my name is Lynn, guys. Just call me Lynn.
Okay. Her actual name is Faustina, but then her YouTube name is Lynn Eugene, which I'm going to be
Lynn is actually still
putting in the description
box.
Yeah, box for you to go and then visit her YouTube channel. She's a very good YouTuber, so you need to watch her videos. Yeah. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 main topics, which I'm going to be asking her questions under that. So it's going to be in the form of an interview session, which she's going to answer all questions being asked by me. So let's get right into the video with the intro. Welcome back once again, and then there's Ruth, your host for this channel. So we are going to be starting with the first point, that is problems. Why are you smiling? Yes, so with problems, yeah, we all know that we have a lot of problems. Every human comes across problems. Yes, so my first question on the problem is, how do you deal with your problems? When it comes to problems, how do you deal with them?
Well, for me, it depends on the particular problem, because every particular problem will have different solutions. So I won't say I have a general way of solving my problem. One thing I know is that once it comes to things concerning my life that has to do with problems, I first of all make sure I go to my spiritual place of prayer, right? And then from there I get spiritual leading. But if it's something in which I need to ask for help from physical, because obviously prayers and things don't come into existence just like that, we have to work for it. So if it's something that I need human intervention, then I'll have to reach out to people who can help me, you know, that consequential to that. Yeah, that's how I saw it.
Okay, so the second question is, what problems do you come across in your work or life, or let's say in your studies or school?
Okay, first for work, okay, I'm an entrepreneur, a student entrepreneur, and sometimes it's actually very, difficult trying to juggle school and work at the same time. So sometimes I get burned out and sometimes I lose interest, but I don't want to give up. So juggling school and work together has been a problem for me, but I'm working on that. And also with regards to school, I think it has to be time management, being involved with activities on campus. You want to rest, you want to also not lose your social life, your spiritual life, so like everything is competing for your attention. That's also a problem. And then for what else is at school?
Work.
Well, school work, that all part of my life. So yeah, and then the way I've tried to solve this is obviously trying to prioritize my time. Okay, if today I have to go to church, I know, okay, I have to come out early, do this, do that. If I have Bible studies, I do it then. If you try to what's it called, have a to-do list where you put the priorities first, that way you have a clear vision or clear goal as to how to solve a particular day or go about today. So that's how I solve it. And for business or work, I try to put my education first, because I feel like I have a lot of time in life to accomplish most of my goals. So even though if I don't make a lot of sales, I don't really bother that much, because I still have my parents sending me money. So when it comes to business, I just do it because I feel fulfilled in it. So if maybe you're a student entrepreneur and you're having problem juggling business and work together, sometimes you just have to give a little bit of space. Don't force yourself so much into it where you lose concentration of studies and also lose the business at the same time. I'm not telling you not to be serious with your business, you have to do that, but know when to calm down and focus on the right things like your school.
Wow, that is very educative. So the next question is, do you feel that problems are opportunities? Why or why not?
Okay, first of all, do I feel like problems are opportunities? Yes, I feel like problems are opportunities, because in most situations where it comes to, I think, work life, when you encounter a particular problem, to me, I always feel like I learn something from it. So let's say I encounter a bad business a bad business I walked into, you know, and I get stuck like, oh my god, I don't have someone maybe to have delivery service for me, or delivery service is higher than the particular cost of the item in which I'm giving out. And that particular opportunity or that particular thing that happens makes me learn that so many things should be taken into consideration before I go into things. Okay. And other times, sometimes not all opportunities or problems that you learn from, sometimes it's just for it to happen. You don't learn from it, it just happens. But sometimes you learn from some things. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So what was the last problem you solved and how did you do it?
What last problem did I solve?
It could be any problem, little, big, medium, any.
Okay, I can't really think about anyone, but let me see. This week has been quite, you know, smooth for me, though.
There's none. Is that what you're trying to?
Okay. I can't think of anything so big that happened this week.
Okay, so problems don't matter, solutions do. Do you agree or disagree to it? Problems don't matter, but then the solutions do.
To some extent I would agree, to some extent I would disagree, because you can only have a solution can only be important where there's a problem. And you can't have a solution without identifying the particular problem. Okay, so to some extent problems do matter, because you know they kind of teach you about things about life, and then the solution makes you grow in the things in which you are, how you're advancing in life. Because I mean, with every stage you encounter something that's a problem. That particular problem and the solution, you know, kind of develop you. So yeah, they both, you know, complement each other. But most of the time the problem always leads to the solution.
Wow. Okay, so we are moving to our second major topic, that is life. Life. Yes, so when it comes to life, what do you understand by life? What do you understand when it comes to life? When we say life, what do you understand? Or what is your take on that?
I feel like it's a kind of journey where we conquer one thing to go through another. You know, it's like a whole circle. We are going through things, we are fine, we are sad. So just like it's a whole circle where we just come and learn, battle, and then we are gone, you know, nothing. That's what I feel.
So you feel life is a cycle?
Yes, there's this whole circle where things, it goes round. You're down, you're up, you're up again, you're down again.
Okay. So how is your life going up to this point?
Up to this point, I think I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Is it like financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually?
Okay, well, I think I'm growing in all aspects. I'm getting to know myself more. I'm getting to a place of self-awareness with what I want, what I intend for the future. So yeah, I think I'm good. I feel like I'm
fine. Okay. All right. So what do you think happens after life?
Okay, well, for we Christians, we believe that there's a life after death where we praise God. But you can't know what happens after life until you don't have life anymore. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So what important life lesson have you learned?
Oh, a lot. Okay,
so just give us 3 of them.
Okay, so three. That you will matter to everyone. So just take important people who matter to you and hold them tight. Okay. Secondly, you have to believe in yourself, otherwise no one would. And thirdly, most of the times you don't need motivation, you just need discipline for a lot of things. So everything you want in life is behind your discipline. Yeah. Wow.
We are really learning a lot. From our guests. Seriously, we are really learning a lot. Okay, so if tomorrow was your last day to live, what would you do?
What I've always done, I mean, I feel like recently, I think since 2018 when I was involved in an accident, I always like told myself that, oh my god,
an accident.
Yeah, I'm
Which
going
form of accident, if I may ask, and my viewers would want to know.
Okay, well, it was really tragic. I almost lost my life in it. So when I came out from it, I felt like, oh, every single day I should be happy. You know, not particularly happy. I should try to live to the fullest. So I started taking opportunities and started taking risks. So basically, if maybe this is going to be my last day on earth, I'll do what I've always done. Something that I feel content in. If maybe the whole day I feel like, okay, I want to pray, then I pray. If I want to party, then yeah. I don't hold special things for special occasions, because being alive is a special occasion.
So take it as if tomorrow is the last day. What in particular, what is this one particular thing you would do before tomorrow comes?
I'll particularly call my dad and tell him how much I love him. I think I don't do that.
Wow. So our third point we are going to talking about is beauty. Beauty. So what is beauty?
I think when something is beautiful.
When something is beautiful.
I don't know, people have a lot of definition for beauty, but if you want to take the dictionary meaning, probably think something that's appealing. But I've never even searched up the word beauty before. Something that's fine, something you're attracted to, probably that's what beautiful means, or beauty. So.
Okay, so what or who do you consider beautiful? What or who do you consider beautiful?
Well, I consider a lot of things beautiful in this world, honestly. Especially things that have been created, like the sea, the sky. It just makes you kind of wonder, like, this is actually quite beautiful. You know, how something can just sit where it is, the ocean, be so wide.
It has its limit.
Yeah, the sky, just that's beauty.
Wow. So what does inner beauty mean to you?
Inner beauty, you know, people kind of look at inner beauty as character. They kind of look at, okay, the person may not be beautiful. I don't know how the word defines it.
Yeah.
I don't know how physical beauty is, because some people can be like, oh, I don't like your nose. Some people can be like, your nose is the most pretty thing on your face. So that's quite subjective. But inner beauty, in the word sense, kind of someone's character, you know, different from what they put out as a face or pretense,
or your appearance.
Yeah, so like inner beauty is that part of you that is kind, calm, selfless, ready to do anything for people, you know. And even though sometimes the word kind of make that go away, but that's what I feel like that inner beauty is.
Wow. So do you consider artificial beauty, that is cosmetic surgery, to still be beauty? Why or why not?
Beauty is beauty. Whether you use cosmetic, you know, use cosmetic surgery, it's still beautiful, because there's no way you can tell me that someone has done surgery to attain a particular thing. You want to say it's not beautiful. It's still beautiful. Just because it's not created doesn't mean it's not beautiful. I mean, if that's it, that means everything that's not created, anything artificial will not be beautiful. If you say that's cosmetic, honestly, you can't deny most of them are actually beautiful. So what is that?
Okay. So what would you tell your children about beauty?
What I tell them about beauty is that they are beautiful inside and out. You know, you are God's workmanship. You know, when I mean workmanship, you are specially made. When you're a masterpiece, it's like only you exist the way you are. And just knowing that and feeling that way, no one can actually make you feel less of yourself. So yeah, that's what I tell them about beauty.
There's actually a moral lesson to all of us. So yeah, so we are moving to the fourth point. Sorry, yes. So the fourth point is motivation. Motivation. Why are you laughing? Yes, so how motivated are you in general?
Depends on the activity. Some things I'm not so motivated about, some things I'm really motivated about them.
So can you tell us one thing you're not motivated about and one thing you're motivated about?
Oh, school, I'm not motivated about it. I just have to do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Once I'm motivated, okay, it should be creativity.
Okay.
Yeah, waking up to make something out of nothing. That makes me motivated.
Okay. All right, so what motivates you to do things?
Okay, sometimes I get my motivation from my vision or my goals or where I want to see myself. So I get to understand that, okay, you can't get there without you being your hype squad, like without you being motivated enough to face that particular risk or to go into that particular thing. So like visioning my goals and where I want to be makes me motivated.
Okay, wow. So what is the best motivator to succeed?
To be yourself, because I feel like lately, even a lot of things you might expect people to kind of clap for you and tell you to go ahead, it might not actually happen. But if you believe in yourself, you can actually make them believe in you.
Okay.
So the best motivator you can have is yourself. You have to wake up every day and say, Roots, we are getting up, we're doing this.
Okay.
Tina, we're getting up, we're doing this. You know,
Okay.
if not, if you are waiting for your sister to motivate you, she might not be there when you need it.
Sure.
You need your parents, they might not be there when you need it, but you can not lose yourself. You need yourself. So yes, you are your best motivator.
Wow. Wow. So what do you do when you feel demotivated?
I rest.
You rest.
Honestly, yes. I just suck it up. You know, I just be in my feelings all the time. But sometimes I talk to my sister. You know, she's there to motivate me sometimes when I feel like I need someone to speak to. Not like anything she tells me is something I don't already know. Just that sometimes you need people to remind you of that. So when I'm not feeling motivated, I just sit in my feelings for a while and then I speak to someone and then she's like, oh, just raise up something in my head. I'm like, yes, that's always been there. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Wow. I'm really enjoying this interview, seriously. So what is a good way to motivate others?
A good way to motivate others is that point out that thing good in them, because a lot of people know that they know things, but some people they haven't come to a place of self-awareness to understand how good they are in a particular thing. So if you have a friend who you feel like, okay, this guy's a very, very good singer, you could be like, oh my god, you could really make it out as a musician, you have a very great and amazing voice. So point out things in them they don't particularly feel is important, or things in them that they don't really look into a lot. Okay, some people might be like, oh my god, they're so pretty, have you considered modeling, have you considered face something? So just point out something, you know, you speak so good, have you considered being a public speaker, you know? So yes, that's a way to motivate people. That's really worked over time. I've realized that a lot of friends are like, oh my god, you motivated me into doing this just because I gave them a nice compliment. So try to give them compliments that are genuine, not just oh, you look fine, you dress nice. If they don't dress nice, don't lie to them. Motivate them by pointing out features in them and giving them genuine compliments. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So this brings us to the last point, or the last topic we are going to be talking about in this video. That is risk. So are you ready?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will need to take risk.
The first question we are going to be talking about risk is, what is your definition of risk?
I feel like that would be going out of your way to do something that in the norm you wouldn't do, or in the norm people around you won't expect you to do. You know, something that like.
Can you give us an example?
An example would be me as a third-year law student who's about to enter final year, dropping out of school to probably start up a cooking business, even without having like any foundation or training in cooking. That's a very big risk because people don't expect you to go out of norm. I mean, just complete that 1 year. That's an example of a risk.
Okay, wow. So the second question is, are you a risk taker? Why or why not?
I feel like I am actually.
Okay.
I am, because there are a lot of times when I've gone into businesses that stopped. I mean, I had a sandwich business in year 2. I didn't even think, I just went into it, I didn't even think about delivery and whatnot. So I feel like even when I used my pocket money into going to those things, it's like, you don't even know if you're going to get any income.
What was the business again?
A sandwich, like salads and sandwiches. I didn't even think about my time, because, you know, I felt like, okay, maybe first year I didn't have lots of time in one place. I didn't even envision the kind of, like, faculty I was in. How it would choke me, you know. I didn't even think that, okay, in future I will be an executive, I'll have meetings to go on to, because every single semester something new that wasn't in the last semester comes up. There are competitions and those things. So I didn't even think about it. I just took the risk of, okay, I'm starting a business, and yeah, that business crashed. Yeah, but that was a risk.
So how did you feel when it crashed?
I just, oh yeah, it's happened. That's life. Things come and they go. But I felt I understood that better when I spoke to my dad, I think during the holiday, and he was telling me about how many businesses he started before he like majored in one. So I was like, okay, this is where I get my risk taking from. But if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you obviously take risk. You start something even without knowing what is gonna
come out of it.
You know, you start a YouTube channel with like 5 subscribers and probably just 1 person watching. you know, and even people can even like to you, oh my god, I loved your video, but they didn't even watch it. So yes, taking those kind of risks, you don't even know if you're actually going to get past 1K subscribers, if you reach the threshold for being monetized, but you just go into it. So that's taking a risk. What you're doing is taking a risk.
So upon all the businesses you've lost, which one actually stood for you?
Which one is still standing?
Yes, which one is still standing?
It should be the fashion. Because I started learning how to sew when I was really younger with my hands. So I feel like it's because that one part of me always liked fashion. So even though I don't work for a whole year because of school, I'll still go back to it someday. Something will spark that fire in me, like, oh my god, I want to be a designer. And then so that's still there.
Wow. Okay, so the third question.
Oh wait, let me advertise myself.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I have a business. Yeah, I sell bikinis on campus, Lynn's Bikinis and Lynn's Vogue. I have some already made designs. You could hit us up on Instagram, and be sure to follow the link to watch my video on how I create most of my attires if you like to watch that.
Okay, sure. Fine. So the third question, advantages and disadvantages of taking a risk.
So the advantage obviously is that it might actually happen, it might actually blow up, it might actually come to an actualization. Disadvantage is that the opposite of it happening will happen. So meaning if the advantage is you blowing up, the disadvantage is you not blowing up and you just losing money like how I did. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So what risk do you come across in your work or life?
In work, I feel like investing a lot of money, because getting to understand as a business person we have gotten to is that you have to risk putting your income and finance personal into a lot of things you don't even know when you're going to reap out of it. You know, because I mean, during the pandemic I started the bikini business. I just put my money into it. I don't even know how or when I'm actually going to get profits from those things. So those are risks I've come across, putting my finance into things I don't even know how far they would come off, and taking my time off of school to create content without even knowing when or who is going to watch it. So that's a risk. Because I mean, people are studying and you're doing other things. Not that I don't make time to study, but yeah, it's also a risk. And then when it comes to my life, I think that's it.
Okay, so there's the last question I'm going to be asking our guest, Lynn Eugene. Then we are going to come to the end of this video. So the last question is, what risk have you taken in your life? Or what is the major risk you've taken in your life?
I feel like the major I've done was starting a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yes, because growing up I was more of conservative. You know, I didn't want people to know things about me, to get into my life. But boom, last year October I was like, oh my god, I'm starting a YouTube channel, and one mind was like, are you sure you want to do this? But yes, that was a big risk I've actually taken, and so far so good. I feel like it's okay, even though sometimes I feel like I want to go off of social media and just log out of all devices and even delete the apps. But it's still a risk, and whether I blow up or not, I'm actually kind of excited I tried. Because if I didn't, I always look back, I'm like, oh, what if I did, what if I did, what happened now? So that was a very big risk starting my channel.
Wow. We've really learned a lot, and we've been motivated through her talks.
You're welcome.
So before we end this video, I want you to conclude this video with an advice to the youth out there. Combine everything we've spoken about, or everything you've spoken about, and then advise them with all this major 5 points we've talked about.
Okay, so we spoke about life, risk,
motivation,
and what? Beauty,
and then problems.
So life, obviously, as I said, is a cycle, is a shithole. Yes. So you come across so many things that will test and try you, but baby, you have to be strong. Okay, and not just being strong, you have to be there for people who are not strong enough, because whatever happens, you need people and people need you. Don't go about your life saying you don't owe anybody shit. You owe people shit, because one day you will need shit and they'll have to come there. Like shit, like
why
stuff.
Are you saying shit
stuff, like you need stuff. So yes, so when you go through life, be your best motivator, but also be willing to motivate others, because when you're down, you need people to raise you up. And also with regard to problems, you face them, but don't give up. You know, when you see a storm or when you see something rising against you, also be like, okay, they thought they had me, but no, I am higher than this. You know, you have to say that to yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to see something beautiful about you, even when the whole world thinks that, oh my god, this girl is ugly, oh my god, you can't do this. You have to make sure you prove them wrong, and that's only by believing in yourself. So you got this, and I believe you're gonna do great. So yeah, that's
wow. Thank you so much, Lynn Eugene.
You're welcome
for coming on. Really appreciate you, and then we want to say thank you once again for coming. And then we are really motivated. We really learned a lot, and then we are hoping to see you here next time.
No problem. I got you.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Your thank you should be followed by subscribing to my channel.
Sure.
You see that arrow there, just and you see the link directing you there. So just,
of course,
subscribe. Okay, and not just subscribe, watch my videos and, you know, learn one or two things.
Yes. So from what we've learned, please, let's get this video to, like, let's say, give them the number of views.
We can get it to 1,000.
Of course.
Doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. I mean,
so please, let's watch this video, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified each and every time I post a new video. Yes, you should always know that Rude loves you, and I'll see you next time on my next video. See you. Love you. Bye.